YouTube was good. Welcome to another episode of New York Prison Talks. Listen, man, I just wanted to hit on something. One thing real quick. If you somebody that takes drugs, likes to get high a lot, you know, just like doing drugs, all kinds of drugs, you're a drug head, and you get locked up, that's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be problems because that habit is gonna get worse in jail. Because you're always gonna be looking for it. You're always gonna be chasing it. And then if you somebody that doesn't get a lot of support from family, you always gonna be owing. Because you ain't got it like that. And all your money that you gonna be getting from either hustling or however way you could get money through just do your state job or whatnot, you always gonna be owing that because of your habit. And that's gonna be a problem in your whole bed. Because that owing is gonna turn into something you don't want. You're just gonna be owing a lot of people and you can't pay them off. And then that's gonna be problems. That's gonna be problems. You got people that you could owe, and if you don't pay them right away, they might just pop on you. You got some people that if you don't pay them right away, they'll give you the time. It's all different type of people in there. So you gotta just know who you could owe. If you're gonna be in these situations, you gotta know who you could owe or not. But you shouldn't be getting into those type of situations because owing is gonna get into a big part of a problem that's gonna be lasting for a long time. And then you're gonna have no choice but to just try to go somewhere else. Because I seen that happen a lot. You got a lot of dudes that be owing a lot, and then they can't take the pressure because they know that they about to get cut or beat up or something bad about to happen to them. They about to get all their property stolen or something that they just sign in. Signing in is PC, protective custody. They go right into PC. Soon when they feel like they just scared of everybody and anybody could just pop on them, they just sign right in. They checked in. They signed in. That happens all the time in jail. People go right into PC all the time. And there's always be them white boys that be owing all the money because they want to be getting high off the Janita, the Suboxones and shit like that. Be getting high off the dope and all of that shit. And then they owing everybody. And it's always they be owing a gang member too. It's always a gang member they always owing. Like a blood. They always owing blood because a lot of bloods get the bag. So they always own a lot of bloods, and then they be scared because they know they in the gang and they gotta pay him, and then they don't want to pay him, so he got no choice but to do something dumb or just try to get into protective custody. And that happens all the time in all the jails. But it's some jails that they don't allow that shit. You try to sign into PC, all they gonna do, they might just move you to the other side of the jail, and then you still own it. Cause all they gotta do is send. If they can't get to the other side of the jail, all they gotta do is send word to one of the other homies to shoot you, and that's gonna happen. It get real like that. That's jail. Just cause they can't meet you, they could get other niggas to get at you, all the time. That's gonna be problems. So if you somebody that got a drug problem, or you somebody that know that you're gonna be owing people because you don't have it, the best thing you're gonna do, just save up your money and just eat or eat whatever type of fucking state food you could get. Eat whatever state food. Try to get doubles. If you get doubles, that's just like extra food from other people. People that go to the mess hall, they don't be eating, they just go for the walk. Because if you in a cell all day, sometimes you want to get out the cell and you just go for the walk, just to take a walk out your cell. That's another way just to get out your cell for a little quick few 15, 20 minutes. Or if you in the medium, same thing. Just to get out the dorm, you just walk right, go to the mess hall or something. And there's just a lot of people don't be eating they food, so you could run down on them and ask them for their trays or something. Your man's one of them. They probably don't got nothing. They probably not eating anything. They pass your food on to you. Anyway, other way, you gonna survive in jail because if you're not eating right and you just getting high all day, that's not a good balance. That's off balance. that drug shit, drugs is gonna get you in a lot of trouble. It's gonna get you in a lot of trouble because you gotta worry about people watching you, doing exchanges, and you got to worry about just people watching you getting high. They watching your movement because that's what they do. If other people get high and they know that you got high with them, or y'all do the same drugs, they watch. They watch to see who you copping. If they ain't got the drugs, they looking for the people who got the drugs. So they looking for the other dealers and other users and shit, and they watching everybody's movement. And you got some people that be hating on you, and that they will try to drop a slip on you. Dropping the slip is like some anonymous shit that I don't even know how this shit really work. That they get the police or some shit, they drop in the mailbox, some shit like that. And the next thing you know, you got 5 in the morning, you waking up, P Diddy at your cell knocking. P Diddy is the urinalysis guy. We call him P Diddy, the Diddy. We call him them niggas. He be knocking at your door. 5 o'clock in the morning, probably 2 of them, talking about, don't put nothing on, just stand right up, grab your boots, put your state pants on, and follow us. And then you're going to be following him at 5 in the morning, mad early, probably like 3 or 4 other dudes just right behind you, and y'all walking in a line, just waiting to get piss tested in the piss test room. And you got up to 3 hours to take a piss. You get 1 cup every hour. You can't piss, you gonna get a ticket, you go back to your cell, you locked in, you not coming out, and you gotta fight a whole drug case, a whole drug ticket, and then that's gonna be on your history, and then you gotta take a drug program now because you caught that drug ticket just for catching a dirty urine. So every time you catch a dirty urine, you gotta take a drug program. Even if you completed the drug program, if you catch one, you gotta retake it. And the drug programs and all the ASAPs be like at least 6 months long. And for you to go home early for your conditional release date, you gotta have that completed. If you have that, you could go home early. If you don't have that, you're gonna have to max out. It depends on who you are. For you to go home early, you gotta have all your programs completed. If you don't have any of your programs completed, you're just gonna look at doing your whole maximum sentence. It's good and it's not good, because if you do your whole sentence, you ain't gotta really worrying about getting redoing your parole bid when you come back home if you violate. So that's the only good thing about maxing out. But to avoid all of that drug shit, don't do any drugs. Just don't get high, because as soon as you start getting high, it be a lot of drugs in the jail. It be a lot of drugs in jail. That's one thing I can say. It's always drugs in the jail. All types of drugs. If it's drugs in the jail, it's weapons in the jail, it's cell phones in the jail, and it's all type of other shit in the jail, like dice and just dumb shit that just be in jail. You'll be amazed at what you could see in jail. For real. You be looking, when you could just be walking past somebody's cell, and all the next thing you see is somebody on a fucking iPad or something. But now they got that everywhere now. But before, when they didn't have that, then people had them shits. And it's crazy because you be like, how the fuck he get that? And then you be wanting to fuck with the nigga now because you want to use that shit too. But you can't. Nah, that's a whole nother topic. But anyways, thank you for subscribing. Please keep watching my YouTube videos. Just hit the like button. I'm going to keep hitting on more topics. Thank you.